I'm here with the great Michael Shore in Iowa, the best state in the world.
It is the best state in the world. There's not. I mean, everybody should come here for caucus tourism at some point in their life if you like politics. It's that cool to be around here to just go place to place. I mean, in the closing days of the caucus, it's a little bit different because you can't really get the access, but it's really cool. And the energy, I think this year, maybe it's because of the weather, but this caucus, after having been here for a number of them, seems like the energy is really up.
Yeah, and there are so many people here who are just undecided and like doing tourism, which is fascinating.
Isn't that the coolest thing, though, Emma? It's like people.
You're a politics nerd when you think it's that cool.
Well,
yeah.
I think it's like, first of all, here are the things that I am a politics nerd. B, what's cool about it is that you can go to an event in Iowa and also in New Hampshire, but really in Iowa. Like you can go to an Amy Klobuchar event a year ago. You can go 6 months ago, you can go a month from now. There are people there who are just listening to what she's saying, who have not made their minds up. There's no other state or place where you could go where people are, if you're at an Amy Klobuchar event anywhere else, that means you like Klobuchar.
Right.
If you're here, it means you're still shopping, you're trying to educate yourself. That's what I think is cool. You're right, I'm a nerd, but I think that's cool. Now, the other thing is that the fact that they're undecided will play in the caucuses as well, because that's where they're going to be preyed upon by the people who are decided, and that's what makes this process so interesting.
Yeah, it is fascinating, and you're right that I've seen that in New Hampshire as well.
Yeah.
What's your sense on the ground here? Because I've only been here for a short time, but I'm seeing so much Bernie support and so much Mayor Pete support.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of Bernie support. Here's the thing. I've been to a few Biden events, I've been to some Pete events, I've been to Bernie. Bernie support is as it was. It's fanatic and it's aggressive and it's exciting and they're really on it. The Biden support, you go into a room, it's quiet. He's getting people there. It's quiet, yet these are people that caucus. These are people that will unquestionably be there for Biden. And they're people whose minds are made up.
And they're older and tend to be more involved in the process consistently.
Right, they are older. They're also, Iowa has, and I'm doing a story on this as well, on the Latino vote. A lot of Latinos are going for Biden, and that's not a huge vote, all right? It's a 90% white
It is
state.
Iowa, yeah.
It is Iowa, but it can make the difference in one precinct. It can make the difference in viability. But I would say that the energy I see is behind Bernie. When I was here earlier, Warren's energy was fantastic. Now I feel as if it's waned. I think if anyone was hurt...
As it has nationally.
Yeah, but I think if anyone was hurt here by impeachment, it was most likely Warren, probably Klobuchar too, because she was starting to get some traction with the Midwest thing and the viable thing and all of that. But I think Warren is really the one who was hurt most by the impeachment, it seems.
And for people that don't realize, the inability to come here on a consistent basis and do events because of the impeachment trial, which she's been very visible in.
Yeah, exactly. And she hasn't helped herself, right? I mean, she has waned nationally. She has waned here in Iowa. She is she's somebody who people who maybe voted for Bernie last time were kind of tasting. And then they all seem to have come back to Bernie. So.
Well, that's also when I've been talking to people here. There have been a lot of people who said I caucused for Bernie last time, and now I'm for Warren as a more practical solution. So there's some lingering, but I think you're right.
But this would have been 3 months ago a much bigger crowd, right? I mean, you have more media here probably than you have caucus goers. But that said, she could surprise. And what the interesting thing too about these caucuses is that something is going to be surprising tomorrow. Could there be a big surge for Biden? Possibly. Could there be one for Warren? Yeah. Could Pete just lose by a lot because he's everybody's second choice and they go to a first choice? It's hard to say.
Well, the thing that Bernie's going to have an advantage for the Tulsi, the Yang people, they're going to come over if they don't hit that 15% threshold, I feel like.
Right, a lot of them are, and so a lot of these candidates are making deals as well, and it's interesting. I was speaking to somebody off the record yesterday who works for Tom Steyer, who said they're speaking to other campaigns about sort of doing a swap, almost a barter in certain precincts. We'll go for your guy if you go for our woman, or if you go for our guy. So that's what happens too in this system.
It's fascinating. And finally, what are your predictions for tomorrow? Because I think Bernie wins. I think we got Biden in second, Buttigieg third, Warren fourth. That's kind of my sense.
Yeah, I think Bernie wins. I think Biden is in second, and I think there's a greater gap to third. than people think. So I think a lot of the people that were testing out Amy Klobuchar, testing out Tom Steyer, I think they're going to go to Biden, but not in numbers that are going to destroy Bernie. I just think that there's going to be a clear top two out of Iowa.
Thanks so much.
All right.
Thanks.